man. We're talking about American foods you can get in Japan. You can get peanut butter, you can get oatmeal, you can get all sorts of American candies. We're talking Skittles, M&Ms. You will have no trouble finding American candy in Japan. You can get Doritos, any kind of pops. You get Coke, Pepsi, Zeros, Sprite. Sprite's kind of hard to come by, but you can get it. I saw it at the store the other day. Then fast food wise, you can get yeah, McDonald's, Burger King. I did see a Wendy's, Domino's, uh, Pizza Hut, Krispy Kremes. You have a lot of options here. KFC. So there's things here that are already here. Of course, it's like more geared towards Japanese. For example, at McDonald's, they got the Mega Mac. It's like a Big Mac but double the meat, right? And then they have a double fish sandwich fillet. So you know how you have the fillet in America. In Japan, the fillet is super popular because Japanese love fish, right? But they have a double fish fillet, which is crazy. They also have a shrimp sandwich, and they also have a oh yeah, and they had Subway too. And at Subway they have a shrimp sandwich there. At Krispy Kreme, it's not much different in America beyond the fact that it has like cutie faces. You know, you might catch Pikachu's face on a Krispy Kreme donut or something like that. KFC, I've never been there, but you can find chicken everywhere here. Japanese people love fried chicken. I kid you not, especially after they're drunk, they'll be at the fried chicken shop. I mean, everyone jokes and stereotypes like African Americans for loving fried chicken, but I mean, let's be honest, who doesn't like fried chicken besides me? I actually don't like fried chicken. Anyways, let's move on. Yeah, so you get like a little bit of America in Japan. The only thing you can't really get that gets to me the most is cereal. Like I don't want tons of unhealthy cereal, but sometimes I do want peanut butter Captain Crunch, you know, or cinnamon toast crunch or even Lucky Charms sometimes. But it's okay. All the cereals here are like more like granola or like I said this before, as bad as it gets, it's like chocolate cornflakes is probably the worst cereal you can get here, like health wise. Most Japanese food is really healthy. So if you come here, you won't have any problem finding a lot of American foods. And the vegetables are a lot cheaper. Fruits are a lot more expensive. Uh, Meat, it just depends on what kind you buy. If you buy Japanese meat, super expensive. If you buy American meat, super cheap. If you buy Australian meat, it's like right in the middle, pretty much. Then you have equivalents, okay? When I mean equivalents, I mean like you have Krispy Kremes, right? But then you have, sorry, let me backtrack one more. We have Stone Cold ice cream as well, and Ben and Jerry's ice cream, and Haagen Dazs. So yeah, I had to throw those ones in there too. Anyways, equivalent. So you have Mr. Donuts, which is kind of like the Japanese version of Krispy Kreme. I prefer Mr. Donuts. It's up to you. It's a preference thing, but I just feel like they taste better. That's just me. And they also have cutie stuff too, as well. You got McDonald's and you got Most Burgers. Most Burgers is super slow. Uh, they're more expensive, but they're more healthy. You know, they're a lot more healthy. Okay, then you got like Pizza and Domino's, and they got Pizza Law. Pizza Law, I prefer over the American versions. And the pizzas here, you can get like squid on them. I think some you get crab on them, you get corn on them, you can get egg on them. They have all sorts of strange combinations, but they're actually good. So I highly recommend checking it out at least once. I say once because pizza here tends to be very expensive for some reason. We're talking like $45 for two large pizzas, which is crazy. So I'm just like, you know, it better come with some like I don't know, big bottle of wine or something. I don't know. $45 is too much. Oh, and alcohol. You can get like any American alcohol at any convenience store here. Period. So if you're trying to get like whiskey, you can get it. You can get Jim Beam right down the street for, and it's cheap too. Like in America, like you can get Jim Beam, but it's like expensive. But here it's like dirt cheap because I guess in a sense, Japanese take pride in their own products, right? So, for example, the Japanese beef is super expensive, whereas American beef is really cheap, and Australian somewhere in the middle, right? So, Japanese alcohol is really expensive, American alcohol really cheap, and any other alcohols from different countries are somewhere in the middle. So that's how it kind of works. So in a sense, if you're American here, it kind of works in your favor because you're getting the same food you would get in America, but it's cheaper because Japanese value it less. You know, but you can take it as an insult, or you can take it as, hey, that's great because it's cheap for you, right? So, like I said before, unfortunately, fruits are more expensive here. Veggies recently starting to get expensive. I'm not sure it's because of the season or what's going on with that, but usually veggies are really, really cheap here. And of course, it depends on where you live. But my conclusion for this video is like if you come here and you're honestly truly worried about like finding like American or Western food, don't be worried too much because if you look around hard enough, you will find Western foods. They have like shops that like actually import food such as like Cowdy. It imports stuff from Mexico, from America. So you can get like, you know, American spaghetti sauce, even though Japanese spaghetti sauce is better, but you can still do that if you really want. The only thing you can't really get is like the cereals and stuff like that, which I said, but it's fine. Anyways, that's it for this food video. If you like, thumbs up. Yeah, and don't worry too much about food in Japan. Honestly, Japanese food is a lot healthier. I think you'll like it. You know, so it's not like all fish or something. You know, Japanese love their beef. Okay, they love their pork. They love chicken. So, anyways, till next video. Peace.